Hi, Mr. Marshall. Thanks for your help in taking the call. I have a problem with my most dedicated worker. He almost never takes a day off work, and recently he's got this dry cough. Two of my other staff are now very nervous that he may infect them with the virus. Well, what should I do?
You need to take action. You have a duty in law to reasonably protect the health of your workers. And what that means is you're going to be protecting yourself and protecting your business at the same time. In this particular case, you need to send this worker home for about 2 weeks, encourage him to see a doctor to get a clear diagnosis, and make sure you keep careful records. Write everything down.
Do I have to pay him for that 2 weeks off?
No, that's not required, but you might be wise to pay him. After all, he's a good worker, and you're asking him to stay home when he would prefer to keep working.
What about the two workers who complained about him?
Well, you need to reassure them that you're addressing their concern, that you're protecting them from infection, you're requiring this worker with a dry cough to stay home. But beyond that, you don't need to say anything more. See, in law, you need to protect the privacy of the sick workers, which includes such things as revealing their medical condition.
What do I need to do if I find out that the worker actually has the virus?
Assure them that he's still part of your team. Be kind to him, offer him help. If he needs support, provide him support. At the same time, keep him away from the office until he's confirmed to be free of the virus. But in law, you can't discriminate against him because he's sick or because he's believed to be sick, which means you can't fire him, you can't demote him, you can't punish him in any way because of his sickness.
I have the opposite problem with another worker. He won't come back to work. He's claiming that he has the virus. Am I allowed to ask him to give me a doctor's note?
No, a doctor's note's not required to confirm that he has the virus, which makes it very hard for you as employers. You need to be wise. So what I would suggest is you suggest that he sees a doctor and suggest that he produce a note from a doctor. Give him extra time to do that. In law, you don't have to pay him during this time, but you do need to protect his job. Then you can follow up a couple of weeks later, call him back to work again. Does he mention about the virus at that point? If he does, you can ask him about whether he's visited the doctor and whether he's produced a note from the doctor. And this way you can get a better sense of whether or not he's being honest with you.
What about my staff who've been working from home and now refuse to come back to the office? Do they have to come back to the office?
That's another great question. Tell you what, I'm going to answer that question in greater detail. Right now, I've got to get back to work, and I'm sure you do as well. Oh, you're still here. You must really like us. Well, we like you too. That's why if you have any specific legal questions about your business during the pandemic, or if you have any legal questions in general, then please send us an email, give us a call, and we'll be happy to answer your questions, give you clarity, and help you in any way we can.